Legend of Total War here with part 5 of my Rome Total War Let's Play campaign as the Scipii Romans. Right, so previously we finished off the Numidians, and then on my way home took a bit of a detour and conquered Rhodes and Halicarnassus, and I'll soon be taking Kydonia. The rebels are besieging Cyrene, but I think I can put a stop to that. They haven't yet built siege equipment, so we'll get there first. And one general can easily take that out. Now, what did they want me to... Oh, that's right, I already did it. They wanted me to get map information from them. So the Brutii seem to have lost a little bit of their standing with the Senate. Are we allied with... Or I should say, the Julii allied with them? Let me just have a look here. The Julii... No, just allied with us. So the Britons have expanded quite a bit. Gaul is gone. Numidia is gone. Greeks are gone. Carthage is gone. Dacia is gone. And so the factions that remain are getting quite big. It looks like Armenia is over here. Anyway, let's get to building and then move on. We don't have a whole lot to do until the Senate tells us to do something, basically. This is a good opportunity for us to build up our economy and yeah, just build up our economy so that we can get bigger armies. Well, more of them, I should say. Okay, so Thapsus, it's building. Good. Dimity. He was a piece of shit, but that's fine. Halicarnassus should be fine as soon as some of those guys come in. Moving on. I'll do that in just a minute. Alright, faction announcements. Someone died of old age. That doesn't really bother me. Cool. How are all these ships holding out now? It's cool. They've been given a bit of experience, it seems like. Which I find a bit odd. Maybe it depends on when you actually do the retraining. No, it doesn't seem to make any difference, because otherwise I'd be able to retrain them again. Still need more urban cohort. Keep them coming. Good, Rhodes is under control. So we now have control of 2 wonders. So that's helping public order for the short term. But we need the statue of Zeus if we want to get that permanent plus 10% extra public order bonus. Halicarnassus could use the trader, I think. So it's going to go down by 5% each turn. Let's go. I don't think there's any regions that have any major public order issues. Am I even at war with any factions now? No, just the rebels. Alright, well this should be piece of piss. Yeah, it should be easy. And then we just make our way home. Because I don't think there's any other rebel settlements between here and Capua. And a time of, I guess, rest for the Scipii Romans gives the Julii and the Brutii time to catch up.
But we should make them think kindly of their master's whips. They are dead men. The count of our warriors is vastly greater than theirs. So unless we fight like old women or idiots, victory is certain. The enemy will try to conserve their strength by firing at us. We must close and fight them hand to hand, like true men. I have fought these men many times, and even now they must be praying to their false gods for mercy. They will have little enough of it from me. The gods have surely smiled upon us. The omens are so numerous and so in our favor that I cannot describe them all and still have time for a battle today. Now then, look to your front. Mark your target when it comes!
We don't really need to hear these speeches when it comes to just like crappy rebels, but I felt like it. Alright. I think what we should do is just like all-out attack. Because there's really no need to be prudent with this kind of battle. We'll just go straight in and fucking slaughter everything. I don't need them to use their javelins, just get in there and slaughter them. I'll have the cavalry deal with the Cretan archers. And what's over on this side here? Yeah, you don't want to be dealing with that. Okay, you might want to stop and like, fight them. No, not you guys. You guys get over here. Oh, fuck, what's going on here? Oh, they're getting slaughtered by fucking Cretan archers. Come on, get in there. Close in on them. It's kind of a good thing they're taking damage, but we don't want them to take too much. Wait. Wasn't these guys shooting at them? Maybe these guys were doing a lot of damage. I don't know, it seems like I lost a lot.
Great gods be praised! The enemy general is killed! Fear makes a home in our enemies' hearts.
These guys, where are they? Oh, fuck me, they're trying to get rid of my cavalry. Just charge into their rear. We'll be fine. I don't mind if these guys take a bit of casualties.
The enemy army is in flight. Pursue them and drive them from... This is...
Good for them to gain some experience as well. I mean, we are on our way home now anyway, so they will all get retrained. And then next time there's a war, they'll be even stronger for it.
Victory! Settlement captured!
Do we really need to exterminate them? Yeah, I think so. Public order's a little bit iffy at the moment.
General!
And then just recruit one unit of peasants and I'm sure that'll be fine.
General! Imperator! March! Set sail!
And off home we go. All good. Finances seem to be getting a little bit better. Because obviously we've taken a few more settlements. Even though these settlements are kind of trashy. Then again, also, just by taking the Colossus of Rhodes. I mean, if we remember back a few turns ago, I think it was... Was it Messana that was making 3,000 a turn? It should be much higher than that now. Maybe it was Lily Biome. Yeah, see, it pays about 3,000, and it does look like the trade went up by a lot. Alright, let's move on. Oh, fuck, I forgot about that. You gonna make that attack? Alright, good. Let's do this. Could probably auto-resolve it, but better safe than sorry. The thing is, if we auto-resolve it, there's maybe a slim chance if we lose. If we manually resolve it, we're guaranteed to win. 100%. There's no way in hell we'll lose. And then
Let's
suddenly
be
he
done
loses.
here! Kill them! And we can be drunk by sundown!
Your reinforcements have arrived! This is hopeful news indeed!
I mean, unless the fucking stars align and get the worst luck and they shoot one javelin and kill the general himself, and then the rest of them rout. That's really unlikely. Yeah, like I
The
said.
enemy army is in flight. Pursue them and drive them from the battlefield.
Especially because these are Roman armored generals' bodyguards. Alright, that's enough. They're gone.
Rome demands victory from her generals.
Victory!
Nope.
Imperator, forward!
I don't think we need any more than one in there. It's only there for public order reasons. When it comes to a fight, they're almost worthless. Largest faction is us. Very good. So we're caught up to Egypt. Okay, so the Romans, the Julii are up against the Britannia now. They'll probably ask us to go and help in some way.
Noble master.
Well, I'll get my diplomat over there just in case something happens. It looks to me like the Julii are going to clean up shop. They've finally got a reasonable army on their way. Hopefully it's Marius reform troops because they perform a lot better. The Brutii will probably get involved with it as well soon. Okay, so over here. Okay, these have all been properly retrained. So, let's see, I said I'd have 4 cavalry and 4 archers per army.
Orders! Orders! Onward!
And then, I don't know, is there any other particular type of unit that I might want? Let me just have a look here. Certainly don't need pigs. Could take heavy onagers. I don't really want to, that's all. They slow you down. And when it comes to sieging settlements, I prefer to do things with the siege tower. So, yeah, I'll keep things the way they are. Wait, did I not get... Yeah, I've got to make sure I get urban cohort, not Praetorian cohort. There's not a huge difference between them, but there is a difference. Out of my way, motherfucker.
Prepare to engage! Victory! Fleet ready! Set sail!
Almost home, but once they get home, I don't know what to do with them. Yeah, public order's fine here. Let's build walls. Actually, probably best we build land clearance because I want to get under, I want to grow it up. And we just got to build for a little while. That's all there is to it. I'm thinking to build a practice range so that I can upgrade. It doesn't matter. We really need the urban cohort to have the experience because they're the ones that are going to have, that are going to be in danger most of the time in melee. Just the thing is, if you upgrade the archer's experience, it increases their attack. That obviously does help. But we've got pretty much everything under control. How many regions do we have now? 14? 16, right. Good. I'd like to disband this army here, but I won't do it until we've got a replacement army. And since we know Carthage is gone now, get rid of that. And maybe let's start getting in a few more of these. Okay, let's move on to the next turn. Nope, you're not a Scipio, you're not becoming a commander. I'm just going to pause the recording for a moment, just because there's something I got to do. We're not progressing at all in the campaign, we're coming right back to this point. Alright, we're back. So, So, where were we? That's right, we're in a time of peace. We're really just waiting for someone else to do something. Waiting on the beck and call of the Senate before we do anything. No, that doesn't need to be destroyed. Okay, let's see what else. Masana. So we finished building the courier here. I guess if we want to improve the economy, more irrigation and aqueduct would help. I do like to build everything, so we don't have to build anything here, but I do like to build everything. Lepsis Magna, large city. Let's go with that because we need more cash. Well, now that we've finally got access to our best soldiers, I'd like to get more of them. I'd like to get Legionary First Cohort as well, but I can't recruit them unless I own Rome, and since I intend to keep the Senate in power, then I can't exactly do that, but that's okay. There's other ways of getting it, like you just have to do missions to get them. It depends on when they decide they want to give it to you, that's all. I don't see anything else that needs to be done here. Have these guys made it home yet? No.
Yes, Captain.
So when they get home, they didn't lose many men on that little adventure. But it's urban cohort, what do you expect? They can go on fighting for ages. Looks like the Romans are getting beat, the Julii are getting beat back by the Britons. I call them the Romans, but we're all Romans, so whatever.
Aye, Captain. Yes, Captain.
Yeah, they're almost home.
Move completed, sir.
Alright, I think I'm going to need some more cavalry. Because I think our finances are in reasonable good shape at the moment. Making a bit of cash. I gotta wonder though, are the Julii going to need some assistance? I don't want to have to be like getting overrun by Britons. I mean, I could deal with them, don't get me wrong. Like, they cannot stand up to urban cohort. But I'm just curious as to whether or not they're going to succeed. It looks like Spain has got control of all of Spain. So that's interesting. Actually, I would... Our public order is not great. But I was thinking about building the Latifundia. And we'll go with this first because that'll improve public order. I think it's already reached its max public order penalty from Squalor. And we just go through the motions, get all this stuff done. I don't think we have enough family members to put a governor in every settlement. Not that we really needed to. Now at Siwa, when it gets closer to oh, it needs to get to 6,000 to level up. Because I was thinking about just disbanding some of these units to get over the line, but it's got to go a lot further than this. Could start demolishing some of these things to get that down a bit. There's no unrest here though. Just keep it as it is. Hopefully it'll hold out. What do we need? Don't the Carthaginians have some sort of public order building? Which, you know, includes the Numidians. Same culture group. No.
Ready to sail.
Nothing else to do, moving on. Just like, we're just at the stage where we were like at episode 2, where we're just burning through turns, waiting for something to happen. Something will eventually happen. Jesus Christ, the Julii are not doing a good job out there. Popularity gained with the Senate. Yeah, because we don't lose battles. Oh, we did at the beginning. Senate floor. Yeah, the Julii aren't faring too well with the people. Largest faction is now Egypt. They've grown even stronger. It's fine with me. I'm up for dealing with a big faction. Popularity falls with the masses. Don't care. Oh yeah, I had a spy. It doesn't matter, we don't need him anymore. So we're about 50 years into the campaign, which means we're getting close to turn 100. But we just have to wait for the Senate to give us a mission, or else we can't do anything. I mean, we can, but that's not part of the roleplay here. So shut the fuck up. Alright, so we don't need these. Get rid of them. Excuse me. Lilybime, yep, grab that, that'll be good. Carthage, yep. Gotta get that money, and public order. Though this clearly doesn't need the public order. Hey, that's a good... He's pretty good. Nice high influence, high management. Doesn't matter about command, he's a good governor. Dimity needs this now. And yeah, like I said, we are just waiting for someone to pick a fight with us. Alright, so over here, these guys get put into here. You being a general, you didn't gain any command from any of that. Oh well. Eventually, we'll build the academies, and that will start improving our generals' abilities. Let's see what we're gonna do here. I'm gonna create another fort here because I gotta reorganize. I can't build on that. Build it over here then. Alright, so just keep these guys in there for the time being, and you come in here. Okay. You come sit there. No way, you're the governor. You come and sit in it. Can they fit? Okay, good. Alright, let's see if we can move some of this experience around. Okay, that's not going to go up any higher. Come on, Silver. Nope. Seeing if I could possibly get someone to tier 4 experience. I think we took more casualties than I thought. I thought I was in better shape than this. The trick to trying to get more experience is to get it down really low in numbers and then send someone over here, and no, it didn't work. It's okay. Alright, let's see here. Okay, I don't think we can shift any more units around there. So what I'll do here is I'll just retrain this one here. The 19. Retrain both of those. Hang on, I'm going to do that at the end of the turn. Or else we won't retain the experience. Since we're in a time of peace, we've got time to fuck around with this. See if we can try and increase the experience without them actually fighting. Right, so... And then just a bunch of these ones here. Okay, good. Then end the turn. Because then what we don't want to do is transfer that guy's troop into the other units to try and initiate the extra experience. It can happen. It didn't happen there. Nope. Alright, that's fine. Let's see, let's put up. So putting, I thought these guys were getting retrained. I thought... They can't be recruited here, so they can't be retrained here. So I gotta send them to Carthage. Or build up the stables. Right, of course. Got a lot of Senate officers that time. Alright, so we'll sort of just try and play around with a little bit with this. I mean, I could send them back to Carthage. Yeah, I'll have to do that. And I'll go pick up the cavalry that's there.
Yes, Captain. Out of move, sir.
Bring them back up here.
Imperator, sir.
So that just needs one more unit in there.
Imperator.
Okay, that's a doom stack. All it really needs now is more experience. So it'd be good if one of these units was a legionary first cohort. Then that way we've got 10 nice and uniform of the urban cohort and a legionary first cohort. Which the legionary first cohort doesn't have better stats, but they've got way higher numbers. So they're actually somewhat, in some cases, better than the urban cohort. It depends on the situation. Alright, let's see. Let's build more shit. Let's have a look. Nothing needs to be built here. Alright, just retrain these two and everything that's got 162 already. Okay, good. Moving on. Looks like the Brutii have managed to take another settlement. I don't know if they did that last turn or the previous one. The Julii lost a lot of troops, but so did the Britons. So they're pushing hard against them. The Romans will win in the end. They're just stronger units, without being overly expensive. Okay, once again, let's try and do this. So spread the experience. No, it didn't quite work. Well, that's fine. They just need to get into more fights. It's too much of a... There's too little of a difference. If it was like a level 6 experience general transferring into a level 2, it might have extended it, but because it's going 3 into 4, very unlikely. No, 3 into 2. Alright, let's see. Lepsis Magna, we need more experience. More money. Good. It seems like a lot of these settlements that we've just conquered don't have a lot to do. Well, it's good for, you know, just racking up cash, but I want them to grow. So it might be an idea actually to send a convoy of peasants out this way. I'll train them at Syracuse and Messana. No, not at Messana. At Lilybaeum. Just to speed things along there. Alright, so you need to come back over here because these cavalry need to be retrained. Go the Julii took, I think that's Narbo, is that right? Yep, what settlement is... Oh, it's Earthquake in Getulia. Dimity, 2,000 people get killed in Dimity. Well, that's just going to reduce the rate at which it grows, which isn't too bad, I suppose. It was growing quite quickly. But I do kind of want it to grow. So... What? Oh, right, I put an old man in there. Yeah, that's okay. Good, he's been properly retrained. Now they need to head back.
Set sail! Out of move, sir!
Okay, I don't want to have a repeat of that situation where I have to keep sending them back to Carthage next time, so it would be good if we can actually upgrade the cavalry here. Or do I want the archers? Because the thing is, I can get to the archers much quicker. So it's only like a tier 2 archery building, whereas that one's like the Circus Maximus, which takes a long time to build. So we get that one done first. Alright, so Masana, what do we need? There's a lot of shit not doing anything. 221 BC, and we're sitting around doing nothing. Waiting for someone to pick a fight with us. The Julii will win here. They've got more troops. Now with Spain, they'll probably be itching for a fight soon. Let's have a look. So diplomacy, where are they? Spain. They're allied with Britannia, so they probably will pick a fight with the Julii. At which point the Julii might suffer a bit from that. Now if we have a look at how the Julii are faring. They're skyrocketing. So that's good, they're getting stronger. Compare them to the Britons and Spain. Spain, there. So they're stronger than both factions individually, but combined they'd be somewhere like here. But Britain's got a lot more territory than them, but they are losing territory. Well, it's fine, it gives them an opportunity to catch up, which is fine by me. Let's move on.
Aye, Captain. Aye, aye, Captain. Leaving the army. Off the boat.
Alright, so this needs 10 more open cohort. And 1 cavalry. So that's you. You get in there. Good, it needs to be reorganized, but that's a doom stack there. Okay, so that means we've got two doom stacks. There's probably no need for us to recruit a third right now. There's bits and pieces, so I won't recruit any more for the time being. Just because financially, I'd like to try and save a bit more cash. Since we're totaling, we might as well have some cash. Syracuse, yeah, we'll just build up in the meantime and wait for the Senate to give us a mission, since we are their loyal servants. I'm getting a bit antsy though. I want them to, you know, get on my ass and ask me to do stuff a bit more often. Like, go fuck up Egypt. I'm itching to go fight. Huh. That was a bit of a long freeze. But I was patient and it got out of it. That's a shame when that happens. Thought the game was going to crash, but it didn't. Good, because it would have saved me half an hour. Okay, so let's just continue on from that. Hopefully you guys aren't too annoyed by that. It's not my fault, I didn't fucking do anything. Alright, let's see what we're going to do here. Nothing. Actually, we've got to retrain the cavalry, and yeah, you might as well retrain these. And let's move on. What? But he wasn't very old. Oh, you're gonna come and pick a fight with me? Oh, please come and pick a fight with me. That would be wonderful. I think he died because of the volcanic eruption. Not a big deal. He wasn't a great general. He gave us a few victories, but he wasn't anything special. If you pick a fight with us, it's your doom, motherfucker. Alright, well let's build. Because if they do pick a fight with us, that gives us Casus Belli to send forces up through here into Britannia. Because we can trade on Julii territory if we want to. Nope. Alright. So how many peasants do we have here now? Okay, we've got quite a few. That should surely... Oh, goddamn fucking rebels showed up again. Should be enough Okay, that'll fix up public order.
Ready to sail.
Okay, yeah, just wait till next turn with that. Should be enough to level up one of the settlements, I hope. Can't pick a fight with them unless the Senate tell me to, or, oh yeah, look at this. All the numbers are down. Not in the forts though, so that's lucky. So all of them need retraining. Oh, I can't retrain them here. Oh well, I'll just keep them there. I mean, we're building up those recruitment centers. It'll be fine. Let's just move on. Although, really, leaving the Britons to be defeated by the Julii could be better for endgame entertainment value. Now they buggered off. Where did they go, though? You guys wouldn't be able to beat these guys, would you? The thing is, those militia hoplites would absolutely destroy them. See, it's blocking trade between these two settlements. What a pain in the ass. Still, in times of peace, this is the best time, I suppose, to use our legions. Now, which ones should I use? I'll use these guys. And I'll have these two sitting there to just keep the thing in order. You're the highest commander. Off you go. You're gonna go kill them. It'll just be an auto resolve, obviously, but they're costing me money, and since my troops aren't doing anything, we'll go and kill them. Okay, and over here, we're heading off. Actually, just leave one of them behind. No fleet is going to fuck with that. Let's see, Kydonia needs to get... Yeah, we'll definitely be able to level that one up. About roads. So, we'll go with Kydonia and Halicarnassus to try and level them up. Convoy of settlers. Okay, capital... Fuck me, lost a lot of population. What the hell happened there? Volcanic eruption really fucked it in the ass there. Oh well, it'll grow back. Okay, so now we need the archery range. That'll give us the archer auxilia so we can retrain them here now. And also give them experience. So these ones here sitting in here, they can go up to tier 2 experience. Carthage needs more money. And there's nothing else going on anywhere else, so moving on. Looks like we're starting to store up a bit more cash, which is good. And the Britons, they're getting pushed back. Very slowly by a very incompetent AI. Faction destroyed, Thrace. Fuck, I think that was the Macedonians doing, they just destroyed them. But that's good. Another... Scythia's gone as... Fuck me, who owns this? The Macedonians. And the Parthians. We got gangbanged.
Aye, Captain. Aye, aye, Captain. All ashore. General, prepare for battle. Victory!
So, lost a few cavalry, nothing major.
Victory! Boarding. Out of mood, sir. Ready to sail. Fleet ready.
Alright, and Messana, what are we doing here? Let's go with farming because that provides more income. The public order's okay. Actually, at Halicarnassus... No, I was just thinking to disband these guys here, but it's not quite high enough. Quite enough units. I might start disbanding... Oh, we've got guys over here. I might start disbanding some of the troops out here that are maybe a bit expensive. Just because... we don't need them anymore. So the Hastati, the Principes, don't need the Roman archers, they're outdated. Let's get rid of... oh, wow, the Roman cavalry is not very expensive. Get rid of some early legionary cohort. And you just stay there. Leave a few there, just in case the Spanish decide to attack. Eventually I'll send a legion over there. Eventually. Alright. Didn't already go through all the buildings? It seems so. So at Nepte there's nothing going on. Let's have a look. Public... oh, motherfucker. Public order-wise is good. Yeah, it should be fine until it's ready to grow. Good, not much going on. Moving on. Stupid times of peace. Boring. Well, it's not against what the Senate wishes. How about you give us map for map as well? Gives us an idea of what's going on over there. Anyway, usually a trade agreement is like an open invitation for them to declare war on me. The AI loves to break trade agreements. I might need to get a legion over there.
Sir. Boarding. Aye, Captain. Sir,
Yeah, maybe. These guys will be able to be retrained soon, so I'll just hold out for the time being. The thing is though, if the Senate says, take this within 10 turns, I can't get a legion over here in 10 turns, it would take too long.
Yes, Captain.
So I need to get them over here before they request it. Otherwise I need to actually recruit local troops, and the local troops here are shit. So I wouldn't be able to do it. Like I said, it's not the goal of the campaign to succeed in every single mission, but to endeavour to do every mission. If there's not enough time to do something, well then, too bad, you know. If we make precautions for every possible mission that the Senate might offer, it would absolutely stifle our economy. It's just like what I said before about people who build like full stacks inside of every one of their frontier settlements. Yes, your settlements are defended, but you fucked your economy in doing so. Let's see. As the saying goes, to defend everything is to defend nothing. Moving on, just waiting on the Julii. The Brutii seem to have taken another settlement out here. Are they still at war with the Macedonians? They've taken Campus Iazyges. Okay, they're giving us more cash. So, looks like more money's coming through at the moment, which is great. And more family members are coming of age. Alright, first things first. Let's start disbanding some units here. Good, now it's time for that to grow. Next stop, Halicarnass. Or should we go for roads? Let me see. We wouldn't have enough to do roads.
Aye, Captain. Yes, Captain. No more moves, sir. Aye, Captain. Set sail. All ashore. Imperator.
Okay, so you two go back over here. You come over here, and we send... which ones need retraining? Looks like it's just this guy here. They can't be retrained yet, so we'll just have to wait. The archers will be able to be retrained soon. Oh fuck, these guys got destroyed by the volcano. Anything left to do? Just put all them down. It's going to be a while before that's ready to build up. Actually, just do one at a time. We got time. Nepte, Cyrene. Let's see what roads. Halicarnassus, Cardonia. Good. Moving on. Good. The Julii are expanding. Blockade the port of Athens. Alright, I can do that. So who do you want me to go to war with? You want me to go to war with the Macedonians? Well, I can do that. Alright then. Start making preparations for that. This would be good because now we've got a reason to go after the statue of Zeus at Olympos. Alright, so first things first. We came here for a reason. Let's deposit our troops. Our people here. They're not troops. So I think we need to disband 2 or 3 of them here. Probably 3. Yep. Take them with us, and we'll put them at Rhodes. I don't think there's any rush towards this. I mean, will they give us 10 turns? 5 turns. Okay, that's actually a bit more of a rush than I thought. You guys ready to go? We need to retrain these archers first. Okay, we only need to retrain 4 of them. I need these ships in good shape because they're going to be transporting them next turn. Okay, Capua, let's see here. Now we're going to work on stables so that we're able to retrain those units, the cavalry. So yeah, once we get to Greece and start taking on the Macedonians, that's going to give us a lot more finances. But you know, like I said, this here is probably one of the most valuable wonders. Public order is very important. Okay, do we need to build anything else? Nope. Let me just refresh these. Well, then again, there's no experience on them anyway, so it doesn't matter. Moving on. The Macedonians are going to push at the Brutii. So we've got good standing with the Senate, but not with the people. Although our standing with the people is really not that bad. It's higher than it was at the beginning of the game. Alright, so I only retrained 4 of them, but that's fine, that's all I needed. Alright, Admiral Vibius, let's get going. And who'll be tasked at commanding this great army? Is it going to be Galerius Scipio, 2-star commander? Who else is available here? We've got 18-year-old Lucius Scipio. Nope. Or Cassius Scipio. Nope, definitely Galerius Scipio is the best option here. And we need someone to just stay in there for the time being. So put these in here. Keep the fort open. Off you go to war. Brave soldiers. More like brave murderers. They're going to absolutely slaughter the Macedonians. They don't stand a fucking chance. Alright, so here are Rhodes. Now we could disband them now. I'll disband a few of them now, but not all of them because I'm concerned about public order. And good, that got us a good way towards. That'll speed things up dramatically to get it to the next level. And now you need to blockade this port. The Senate demands this. Can only declare war when the Senate tells me so. Now, since we seem to be making a lot more money, maybe we should commission another legion. Okay, Dimity needs to grow this up again. Public order problems. Let me just have a look at Dimity. What's the problem here? Some more garrison wouldn't hurt. It's not really making a lot of cash, but that's fine. Alright, time to commission a new army to be raised. So I want make it 2 more Praetorian cavalry, Let's get 4 of these. And we need a buttload of urban cohort. He still needs to be retrained. Alright, good, let's move on. Take settlement of Athens. Alright, that wasn't the first one I was going for, but are we going to be able to get there in time? That's the question. I think we can.
Ready to sail.
Okay, the quickest way would be to come through here.
Aye, aye, Captain.
If possible, I will try and lift this siege. I don't think I'll be able to get there in time, though. So what did they give me? They gave me a quinquireme at the capital.
Ready to sail.
Well, that's better than nothing, but I don't really want it, so... Would have been better to give me something else. Oh well. Like a, what's it called? Legionary First Cohort. Alright, Thapsus. Let's start building stuff. Not great public order here. Let's go for that. Yeah, it'd be good to get the ports going here, because they can trade over the sea.
Fleet ready.
Okay, I don't think there's anything else to do, except for maybe retrain more archers. Good, moving on. So the Julii are doing much better now, and it seems that the Brutii are the ones struggling a bit against the Macedonians. Everything depends on... I don't know. We'll see how the next few turns go, whether or not they start losing territory. They didn't lose Thermon. No, they actually managed to push the Macedonians back. That's bizarre.
Aye, aye, Captain. No more moves, sir.
Alright, let's see here. The dog's being pretty noisy today. Alright, so we're going with cavalry. We've got to get to Praetorian cavalry. That'll take some time. Alright, Messana, what do we need here? Still need just more money. Population means more money. Taxes, trade, whatever. This is almost ready to grow, which is good. Now, some people will say things along the lines of... Sometimes people will give me advice. They'll try to give me advice, but often the time is incorrect advice. I've heard advice, things like, why don't you build the academy? You know it provides law. Yeah, only in barbarian expansion. Barbarian invasion. You know. Or they'll give me advice which is only relevant to EB. They'll be like, why don't you build the bathhouse? It provides law. It's like, no, only in EB, you moron. Or, you know, why don't you build up the walls? It provides law. No, it fucking doesn't. It doesn't provide any public order in vanilla. So all I can say is, if you don't know exactly what the fuck you're talking about, keep your mouth shut, okay? Double check your facts before you go and spout shit. Alright, so... Oh, I'm gonna have to land here, because I can't get through there. Should we go through... Well, we should go directly to Athens, I think.
Yes, Captain. Disembark.
Yeah.
Orders.
And then you can you can travel around with them. These guys are going home.
Ready. Yes, Captain. General. Aye, Captain. Yes, Captain.
Make sure they stay close by, just on the very off chance that you are defeated. It shouldn't happen. So the Senate commands that we take Athens. Pretty sure we've still got 8 turns left of that. Yep, be greatly rewarded. So that's 5,000 florins, denarii. It's used to play Medieval 2 now. Which is certainly a worthy reward. I mean, the city is its own reward, but still. I'll take that. Alright, so these over here. Public oil is not an issue at the moment, but it will be eventually, I'm sure. That being said, let's get the farming under control. Because that means more cash, more population growth, so we can get these things to huge cities faster, which is vastly more useful to me. Alright, we're done here. Moving on. The Julia are expanding much faster than the Brutii now.
Sir,
Yeah, you're not going to be able to do anything.
prepare for battle.
Now, this is the first battle that we've had, pretty much the entirety I've been on YouTube, where we can actually afford to have fights up on the walls, using the siege towers. Even against their royal pikemen, our guys would wreck them up on the walls. Let's do this. We could even auto-resolve this, but I'll fight it manually. So these, I didn't check, are these going to be large stone walls or just regular? Because they've had this settlement for quite some time, I think.
Men, we face adversity.
These are large stone walls.
A band of brothers, dedicated to the warrior's code of strength and victory. But we will never know defeat while we stand together. This day we add another triumph to the history of our people. We will be honored as men. Today we face the proud Macedonians, a nation of brave men and worthy foes. They stand alone. No friend has come to this place to die for them. Does this not say something about their honor? They're standing among nations? They think their walls are enough to stop us. They should think again. The count of our warriors will show you who is truly favored by the gods. It is not our foes. Those people have never met us on a field of battle. After today, they will flee at the sound of our approach. Today, the carrion birds feast, but they will feast upon our enemies, not on good Roman flesh!
Alright, let's do this. So we can attack them head on. The main thing we've got to be concerned about though is the towers, burning down our siege towers. So going in head on may not necessarily be the best choice. I only need one of these guys to take the entire walls. I'm pretty sure one of these guys could take on 2 royal pikemen up on the walls, because the thing is they won't have their pikes. It largely depends on whether or not they're even intending on occupying the walls, which they are not, which is a smart decision on their part. Because I would fucking wreck them. Now what we'll do is we'll get the tower up on the wall, we'll capture the walls, the towers, and then send the archers up on the walls to go and shoot them. Oh, motherfucker. Alright. See, like I said, them burning down towers can be a bit of a problem. But that's okay, there's no one up on the walls. We just need to pick a good spot. That would be a better spot to go up. Come to think of it, it would actually be better if... Oh fuck it, just continue on. You don't want to go here because these towers can shoot from the side. These have a much narrower angle of view. But that being said, we're still walking into a bit of a... That one would be easier as well. Well, if that doesn't work, this one should go up this way. It just depends on luck, largely. If it gets to here, then it'll be safe. If it doesn't, well, it doesn't. Alright, they made it.
Praise the gods! The siege towers are at the wall.
You guys need to run.
Now the real fight begins.
Good. Sometimes with large towers, they can get stuck at the base, which is really annoying. But that didn't happen this time. The amount of casualties we've taken so far are minimal. Have we killed any of the enemy? Because I saw some of the ballista fire going off. We've killed 2% of them. And the good thing about these siege towers is they're very quick to get up on the walls. I don't like just the regular stone wall siege towers because they're very slow to get up those.
Great gods! Our soldiers have done well this day. The walls are taken.
Alright, you guys get ready to come up on the walls. I mean, we don't need to do this, but it is the smart thing to do. To use our... Shoot them if they can't fire back. I mean, that's been the concept of war ever since we realized that we could shoot something. Why do you think fucking guns were invented? They also need to make sure that the way to the town square is safe. Okay, so that's in that direction there. Okay, that should be safe. You stand there. Actually, you probably need to capture this as well, just in case. Alright, now looking at it, doesn't look like any of their units are going to come up this way, so it might be pointless to put our archers up here. We've captured the walls. Let's drop the siege towers. Let's start moving forward. Oh, hang on. I didn't mean to select you.
Quickly.
That doesn't mean we won't use our archers, we'll just not use them that way. Because the thing is, city battles, defensive city battles, is the domain of the pikemen. This is where they excel. Putting a pikeman in a choke point, very hard to get through it. But what the pikemen are not good at dealing with are being shot and being hit in the flank. And that's something that the Praetorian cohort are actually reasonable at dealing with, due to their high armor and just versatility being just heavy infantry. So what these guys will do, they'll get down off the wall, get over here, set up a position up this way, and we'll hopefully our archers can shoot. Well, I think that's too far, but we'll see what they can get up to. What I'll do, because this will take me like 5 minutes to get set up, I'll just pause the recording until things get set up, because otherwise it's just going to be 5 minutes of me watching this on triple speed. Alright then. One thing I noticed though, when I paused the recording, my frame rate went way up. So I need to reconfigure, I think, Bandicam a little bit. Maybe try not to let it use Core 1. Because it seems like that both Rome Total War and my Bandicam, which is my recording software, are trying to use the same core. Because Rome Total War is unable to use any other cores, but Bandicam should be able to use other ones. Well, maybe it's because I'm recording at 30 frames per second, but the game can play at 60 frames per second, but it limits it when it's recording. So what I'm trying to do here is just get these guys set up along this way. Okay, that's not going to work. Because in that situation there, that's to their advantage, not to mine. But out in the open like this, that's to my advantage, not theirs. No point extending out this far. Pathfinding moron. It's alright. Okay, so I wasn't really able to use my archers. They couldn't fire from where they are. I just wanted to get my guys a little bit closer, but that's okay. I'm gonna get set up. Try and get over here, because these are royal pikemen. They're very strong. Oh, the pathfinding inside of settlements is so bad. That's okay, we make do. Just start shooting them. There we go, that's what I wanted to see. I mean, we've got the javelins, we might as well use them. See, that's the thing that I think a lot of people don't realize, is that when you've got a recording software, especially one that uses fairly good compression software, as in it compresses it quite a lot, that uses up a lot of your processing power, whether it be GPU or CPU. And so I think a lot of people thought my old computer was crapper than what it actually was, just because I was recording. Unfortunately, you know, recording softwares, they do take up processing power, which is why I really had to future-proof this computer. Because, like, it shouldn't matter too much on games like Total War Warhammer, because that uses 4 cores. But this game, which doesn't, you know, it's noticeable when I am recording. You can definitely notice a frame rate difference. And then, of course, some people might say, why not just record 60 frames per second? Well, then I wouldn't be able to fucking upload it to YouTube because just the file size would be too big. When my internet gets better, then I can upload
slain, and now his men
60 frames per second.
It is time to press the attack.
They stand a chance now. So you can see at the front they're doing well, but at the back here, just getting absolutely destroyed. And we're done there. That's a very good kill ratio. But when you've got urban cohort, everyone's a good kill ratio. Everything's good. Alright, so. I think this is a large city. I think we'll exterminate them. Yep, 5,000 denarii. So yeah, large city.
Ready to sail. Yes, Captain.
Right, first thing we need to do is replace the religious building here, which luckily wasn't too built up anyway. You know, this is the first access we've got to any mining. Pretty sure. Let me have a look here. Financially, we are making 0 from mining. Okay. We can't stick around here. We got to get moving. So I'm going to put on yearly games, monthly games, I mean. And I need to get to Corinth. That's going to help us with our public order quite a lot. Or maybe we should fight them out in the field. I'll fight them out in the field first. We should have enough movement. Out of my fucking way, bitch. Oh, hang on. If we go and attack them there now, I may not be able to get to Corinth. So make a judgment call. What's it going to be? Well, they're not going anywhere. I'm after their settlements, not their armies. So I'll take this. So this is already a huge city. So that means we can never get rid of the public order, the culture penalty completely, which sucks. Oh, that's going to need to go to daily games. And even that it shouldn't revolt. Or riot. It should be okay.
Aye, Captain. Yes, Captain.
But if that's a huge city, then we can upgrade the barracks and stuff so that we can retrain units here rather than have to send them back to Capua. Alright, anything else we need to do? Let's just check our constructions. So Lily Bone, what are we doing here? Grab that. Exterminating that settlement gave us a lot of cash. Now we're kind of stepping on the Brutii's toes here a little bit because this is sort of where they would traditionally try and go. Now they've gone a bit more north than what they would usually go, but also the fact is that the Macedonians were allowed to get too strong. The Julii can handle the barbarian scum that's up here, but the Brutii can't seem to handle the more civilized Macedonians. Anyway, let's move on. Blockade the port of Larissa. Which one's that? That's up here. Okay, no problem. Okay, so it didn't fix the public order here, but it's not too bad. Largest faction. Good. We seem to be neck and neck with Egypt. They surpassed me a little bit, and then I surpassed them. So the Brutii aren't having a good time over here. Hopefully they've got some reinforcements on the way. Otherwise, they're in for a world of pain. I don't want them to lose these settlements, because it'll make this civil war less interesting. Looks like it'll be the Julii that'll have to initiate it, because I don't think the Brutii are going to come back from this too easily. I'm sure it's not going to give them settlements. Not unless they absolutely have to. Alright, so let's take Corinth now. Alright, well, this will be easy.
Those overconfident men are the army of Macedon. They think themselves as good as us, but I think they are awaiting the funeral pyre. They stand alone. No friend has come to this place to die for them. Does this not say something about their honor? They're standing among nations. They cower behind their walls and pray for help. Their position is hopeless. The count of their troops pitiful. But remember that the base cur still has a bite. They are strong in cavalry, and this will require inventive thought today, as we lack enough spearmen to counter them. I have never yet lost a fight against these men. I have no intention of starting today. So together, we will gain another victory. Now, take up the sword, string your bow, look to your arms and armor. Now comes the hour when we test Roman courage!
Alright then. Now, I don't expect these guys are going to be defending the wall since it's just cavalry, so what I'm going to do is, as soon as the battle starts, just have a look at the situation, and then pause the recording until we're ready to basically attack the town square, which I reckon they'll cower in. Okay, so yeah, they're just hanging out by the town square. What are we up against? Is it companion cavalry? Yeah, it's companion cavalry and a general. It's pretty much companion cavalry. We could send in the Praetorian cavalry, because they obviously trained these guys somewhere. They may have trained them here. And if they did train them here, that's roughly the Praetorian cavalry equivalent. My cavalry should be able to beat them. And they could use a good fight. Anyway, I'll pause the recording and wait until the fight actually begins. Because we've got to get inside these fucking walls first. That's not going to be interesting. Okay, so I've got my cavalry inside. And getting ready to attack. Man, if only you guys could see just the frame rates that I get when I'm not recording. It just goes through the roof. So smooth, even on 3 times speed. I'm gonna do a bit of fiddling around with Bandicam, see if I can improve things. It's still a very new computer. I need to get used to try and get all the efficiency I can out of it. Man, why else did I get a new computer except to use it for recording? Okay, so our forces outnumber them 2 to 1 here, but we are up against companion cavalry. Now, our guys do also have good weapons, so that certainly helps, but going in, charging into this, then they're not going to be able to charge. That's going to be a problem. I mean, I could bring the archers in to have a bit of a shoot first, but then that'll just aggro them so they charge into us, which is not good. Oh, but they didn't do it. Alright, I can't imagine they're going to have problems with this. Let's go. I don't think the general needs to participate. I don't want to risk his life. So these are Macedonian cavalry. That's not the same thing. Not companion cavalry. Of course, the general's bodyguard are going to be quite strong. That guy, come on, flank them properly. Get in there. General's armored bodyguard's getting wrecked.
Lies dead at your feet. Now is the time to strike hard at his grieving subjects. All Rome will be amazed at such a victory. The day is ours!
Good, more than a 2 to 1 kill ratio there. Very happy with that. How'd our recovery go as well? 11 additional units came back. That's good. I mean, I don't really use the cavalry that much because we seem to just go from city to city. The cavalry is useful for field battles, which there could be some soon. Yeah, that'll need to be exterminated. And there's no downside to it either because it's already a huge city. Maybe if I was able to transfer Bandicam over to cores 2, 3, and 4, maybe I'll be able to play those videos okay. Maybe that's the problem. Everything's just trying to squeeze through core 1. Okay, so yeah, drop the taxes there. I don't need to be on high taxes anymore. Alright, so we can get legionary cavalry here, just not Praetorian cavalry. We'll be in this area around 6 turns, so yeah. This would be a really good place to recruit from. Public order's not going to be a problem. Alright. Well, you can't stick around here. So get them in order. And then we need to move on to Sparta.
General! Prepare for battle! Besieging settlements, sir!
And in Sparta, what do we have resisting us here?
Sir.
We'll be fine. Stone walls, it's a large city. Alright, cool. So what did the Senate want us to do? They wanted us to besiege Larissa. Did we get the reward for that yet? No. They just issued it to us this turn. Now with that, that's gonna massively help our public order. So that's 3 wonders of the world we now possess out of 7. Good. Okay, is there anything else we need to do? I don't think so. Looks like the Macedonians are going to take quite a bit of the Brutii territory. Oh well. Oh wow, we've got shitloads of cash now. What do they want? The Senate asked me to go to war with you until they tell me otherwise. Fuck you. I don't want these Quinquarium. I'm quite happy to recruit my own fucking troops. And I want Dickies. Okay, so I think I'm justified in lifting this port here because it's protecting the Senate.
Prepare to engage! Victory!
I think that was completely justified. Even though the Senate didn't tell me to do it, I am their shield. I will protect them. Whether it be from foreign powers or even internal ones. Oh, I sound like such a bitch when I say that as well. The Senate's such cunts. Alright. So, Sparta, time for it to fall.
Prepare for battle!
Okay, with Greek cavalry and Macedonian cavalry, our urban cohort will have no problem with that.
And so it begins! We Romans never seek war, but having come to battle, we will not leave until it is over! Macedon's army stands in the field. Do not fear them, for they will die easily, like other men. They think their walls are enough to stop us. They should think again. The count of our warriors will show you who is truly favored by the gods. It is not our foes. They have brought many horsemen to this fight. We will have to be inventive in countering this threat, as we lack spearmen. These people have yet to taste victory at my expense. Today will be no different, so lay into them with a will. This morning we took the auspices, and the liver has seldom been so clear. This is most wonderful. A triumphant outcome to our battle is guaranteed. I have won many great victories for Rome. Be strong in that truth, and let this be one more. March on! and know that our victory is assured as long as we live and die like true Romans.
Alright then, so I don't know if they're going to man the walls. I mean, I doubt it. What have they put up here? No, they are going to man the walls. Alright, good. Makes for a good fight. Without pikes, this is to our advantage. 100% to our advantage. I'm glad that they've done this. Just need to make sure I angle this correctly so these towers don't burn down my tower.
This is a step on the path to victory. The towers are at the walls.
Don't worry too much about the tower shooting them with their ammo. The ammunition's weak. It's only good against like really unarmored units. Good, really lost one man there. All their armor really comes in handy.
Our soldiers have captured the walls. Now is the time to press on and capture this place.
Oh, they're just gonna get themselves pincered now. Yeah, they stand no chance against open cohort. Nobody does. Oh, that was easy. As I knew it would be. But my guys do all the hard work here. Okay, the rest of this is just cavalry. And not particularly heavy cavalry at that. I mean, I could send my cavalry in to go fight. In fact, I think I'll do that, because in 6 turns we'll have... yeah, tell these guys to stop. We'll have... actually, it's 5 turns now. We'll have Circus Maximus here. We'll be able to retrain them, and it's a good opportunity to get these guys experience. Okay, how do we get over here? Oh, they have to run out this way. Motherfuckers. Still need you guys to capture 2 more towers. I don't imagine we'll lose as many men as in the previous fight because we're not up against as good quality. I mean, yeah, they've got the same Macedonian cavalry, but it was the general's bodyguard that did the damage to us before, and they don't have one here. The other one's a Greek cavalry. They'll be lucky if they even kill 5 men. Oh, I may have jumped over here a little bit too quick, but it doesn't matter. Just give them a second to get fresh. And then go slaughter some enemy cavalry.
praised. The enemy general is killed. Fear makes a home in our enemies' hearts.
It's good to see this guy gain some experience.
This is a heroic victory.
Yep, we didn't lose anywhere near as many as the previous fight.
Victory! This land is
Now we're gonna get over here. It's not under threat just yet, but since they have artillery, they could initiate the attack even without siege equipment, which wouldn't be good. Alright, let's have a look what's here. So we can retrain our archers from here, not that we need to. Well, it's just a large city. Okay, we'll need to destroy the temple here. Where is it? Large temple of Nike. Experience bonus +2. Yeah, gotta get rid of it because we need Saturn. Dump the taxes. Let's get going. We gotta get over here and defeat him before he decides to take Athens. Coward. It's not going to save you. Yeah, I don't imagine we're going to have a problem. We've got somewhat of a missile advantage over them, in that we have more archers than what they'd have missile units, but they have greater range. We just need to close in fairly quickly. Stay in formation. And let our urban cohort hold the line. The cavalry will hold the flanks, and just have a pretty standard battle.
Day has dawned. This will be a bloody one, come what may. Those overconfident men are the army of Macedon. They think themselves as good as us, but I think they are awaiting the funeral pyre. They stand alone. No friend has come to this place to die for them. Does this not say something about their honor? They're standing among nations. They have been brought to the battlefield by muling infants instead of leaders. We outnumber them by a small margin. From such small beginnings are great victories crafted. I have never lost a battle against these people. Why should I start losing now, with men such as you at my command? Another victory is at hand! I have won many great victories for Rome. Be strong in that truth, and let this be one more. March on, and know that our victory is assured as long as we live and die like true Romans!
Alright, let's get into formation. So, one solid line across here. Need to put them in guard mode. Archers will stand behind them. Also in guard mode, not skirmish mode. Cavalry, you'll stay... how am I going to do this? Put these... have you in the rear. You'll stand on this flank. And you'll be on this one. But I gotta be careful not to get these guys too weakened, or else they'll get their battalion dissolved. They've set up completely wrong there. Start marching forward. Okay, there's no time for walking. They're playing silly buggers. They want to get up on the high ground. We gotta get up there first. Hey legend, why don't you ever walk? Your men get tired. Shut up. I'm not gonna let them hold the high ground. My men can beat them with their eyes bloodied and completely exhausted. It's just Macedonia. We can deal with them. While their army's in disarray, it'll be a perfect opportunity to shoot the living fuck out of them. This is why we need to run. I just hope we're in range. Yes, we are in range. Let's get some shots in. They want to come in over here. That's not what I want. I don't want to engage with them just yet. Light lancers. Yeah, our guys can handle that, but let me just draw them a bit further back out this way. What's this? Macedonian cavalry. Alright, send them in. Okay, can you target, let's see here, General's Bodyguard? Probably not as... They'll be hard to kill. You just shoot whatever you want. It's fine. If they just want to sit there, that's to their disadvantage. They're not even using their artillery against us. I lost the fight here, as to be expected. I just didn't want to have the fight out here where they could have reinforced it. I want to keep my line nice and strong. What you're doing, that's only going to get your forces even more hurt. You can't withdraw, you've already withdrawn once before. I mean, that's slightly higher ground, but you're going to have to come at me. So how are we going so far? Well, 0%, made it like 0.01, and we've killed, was it 34%? Yep. Already killed a third of their forces. This is really good experience for the archers here. If they can get some more experience, they'll be even more deadly in future. Especially if you ever have to go up against armored units. That's where you really want the experience for, so they can penetrate that armor. Because unlike in any other Total Wars, the experience for this actually does increase their damage. Shooting them is kind of pointless. Go for them now, because you're almost out of ammo. Go for some better targets. Greek cavalry doesn't concern me. They just sit there and take it like a bitch. They haven't even started using their ballistas yet. We're going to be out of ammunition soon, and then I'm going to move my urban cohort forward, use my javelins, and then it's just going to be over from there. I thought they'd attack us head on. They're quite happy to just die for nothing. Take out the Royal Pikemen because they're going to be higher value. Almost out of ammo. Probably speed this up. Oh. Can't say I'm impressed with the Macedonians here. Alright, Alright, move forward. Don't suppose you need... Yeah, keep your guard mode for the time being. Alright, let's have the cavalry smash the flanks. Okay, they're moving forward now. Stop. Didn't quite have time to brace there, but the charge barely did anything. Okay, I want you go take out these ballistas. You just wait for them to rout. The urban cohort can deal with this. Charging into that, yeah, you'll have to do it because these guys are going to have a hard time otherwise.
The enemy general is running away.
Kill him! Don't let him get away.
But in battle, it's
Oh, he's going to fucking get away, isn't he? Our only hope is that he gets tired before my general.
The army is in flight. Pursue them and drive them from the battlefield.
I don't have any other faster cavalry. Just there's a chance he might be able to. Oh no, there's no chance. Slippery little dick. But still, his entire army was destroyed. We lost what, 2%? That's nothing. And if we did kill him, well, they just get another general anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. Although if we had killed him, it would have eliminated their entire army. Although we pretty much have already done that. It's a lot easier in Medieval 2 to like catch the enemy generals because they're a little bit slower. Actually, they're a lot slower. But in Rome Total War, the general's bodyguards are actually very fast. And they tend to rout very early.
Rome demands victory from her.
Still, only 69 of them remain.
Victory! Sir!
So there he is there. Little bitch. Okay, well our forces are still in good shape, so we can continue on to Larissa. It's just I don't want to go too far forward because I want these guys to get retrained. But you know, it's still going to take a little while for that to get done. Now we are past an hour and a half, so we'll end the episode here. So the situation's looking amazing, of course. I mean, as far as time's concerned, I could have conquered the world twice, however, by now. But, you know, that's not the campaign we're playing here today. I do need to keep reminding people that because there are going to be people that did not watch episode 1 that will watch this episode and not understand what the fuck is taking me so long. Anyway, that's the end of this one, so like and subscribe. Part 6 is next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.